So I'd like to begin with a bit of a divisive question, which is, does the week start on a Sunday or a Monday? Because I used to be very like staunch Sunday girl, and I don't know what it is, but over the last few years I've really like started encoding that the week starts on Monday. Like I have all of these various calendars that specifically I bought because they start on Sunday, like monthly calendars, everything. And now I'm like, well, having said that, this vlog is actually going to start the first week of January, but for my purposes begins in December. The last couple of days of 2024 as we move into 2025. And my hope is to document my progress on all of the various 52 and 25 goals that I had, and see just how it goes. I was also in the midst of an outline-a-thon of a 3-month-long 100K Q4 experiment as well. So lots going on, which I do want to touch on later in this video, because in 2023, I started with December as my trial month, just to test out some new habits I wanted to work on, because I have like such energy in December and actually in November for when I start thinking about my New Year's goals. I just love that like enthusiasm, and it just hits me a little too early. Every single year it hits me too early, and so I had sent myself an email scheduled to go out on like November 10th or something, which is like, girl, let December be fucking chill. And then I came up with the 100K Q4, and then December was decidedly unchill because I was in a rush to finish this goal. That said, because I started off with such a bang, I made some progress in my goals. It's funny when the middle of the week is a completely new year. I'm so excited because this is my first time using the Clever Fox planner, and it is the first time in ages that I've had a dated planner. Let me show you. This is what the spread looks like. So you have your daily aspect. You can move down. I've not filled in all of it yet. It's gonna sit on my desk. And then we have these extra main goals, work to-do list, personal to-do list, some habits, some rewards, life balance things, and then like a reflection thing at the end. I really love this setup. I will say I have this 1 minute outside time because I was so excited about the idea of like just standing outside for a minute each day and kind of grounding myself in the mornings, just like some a version of meditation, but like the minute-long version that I could do. And then I woke up this morning and my husband's been in and out because he's making a pork butt, and so I woke up with the worst allergies that I've had in a while, and I was like, the outside is trying to kill me. So you know, great idea. I might wait until my allergy meds fully kick in and then but this week is a little wonky, as I mentioned, because there is the new year that happens like right in the middle of the week. Sorry, my hair's still a little wet. Good job, baby boy. So my main goals for work are going to be finishing my 100K Q4. During that, I've been doing an outline-a-thon to finish it up after completing the first draft of Under the Influence. And then I'm sure you can kind of see, this desk is messy, that desk is messy, and the windowsill is still messy. I have completed, though, cleaning up everything from my huge bookshelf reorganization, other than what remains on the desk. So they are going on the list. Clean, clean, clean. And then I've invited my dad over to go through a sog paneer recipe. Where is my cookbook? And the cookbook I picked up with the AuthorTube girlies for our cook club. Doesn't it look amazing? And then, please ignore the guts spilling out the back of him. I want to finish crocheting this week my little amigurumi star. I think he's gonna be so cute when all is said and done. And again, the guts are not spilling out the back of him. And finally, I also need to weave in the ends on this scrunchie. The list is not super long, but it is certainly long enough, and I'm excited to see what all I managed to accomplish this week. My allergy meds have kicked in, so I can enjoy this now. Oh, another thing I want to complete this week, maybe as a reward for finishing the 100k Q4. This is a Zapdos. Very similar to the Kirby and the Waddle Dee that I have. I am really living life on the edge. There are 2 more days of the 100k Q4, and I need over 5k a day. Oh, bear down. I picked the right month for it. Well, while my battery is charging, I'm gonna go ahead and paint my nails and maybe watch a little bit of YouTube. And now that it is done, I can record my video. Just like that, I am done filming. Only, what did I do? Let's see, 10 minutes, 13, 14 minutes, 10 minutes, 7 minutes later. All that added up. I'm done. Homemade sauce.
Oh, that might have destroyed the bark a little bit, but...
Holy shit. It just peeled right out. Thank you. Okay, I've taken a little bit of a dance party break, which is why I am glistening, but I have almost no tea left. We walked to get tea today. I have poured myself some champagne and a mountain of strawberries. I have my water. There are about 7 minutes until I get started on my Patreon stream, which is when I've been hoping to do the remaining 2,000-ish words that I have for the day. So I have 7 minutes of my vlog edited. Since I'm already sitting here, I'm gonna go ahead and finish or continue editing, seeing how far I can get along in it, because I'm hoping to post it tomorrow, and then we'll start the stream and we'll switch to the outlining. A plan has been born. All right, 5,096 for the day. I am so tired. Oof, good night. Okay, the first round of my edit is done. 28 minutes. The animals are fighting over their toy. They're very cute. I'm hoping I'll be able to finish this next round of edits and upload the video and everything. And then I can focus in on more or less just the 5K that I need to get today. 2 streams and then a celebratory Zapdos at the end, you know? I think it's gonna be a good day. Look, they're back at it. Are you back at it? The video's done. Woo. This is actually something I got from Comic-Con. This has been ages, but I'm excited to put it together. It's 1:30, so I'm starting early. I don't care. I need a reward. This one's mine. And this one's his. I liked it better than the other one you sent as an example.
I love this.
Incredible. All right, I've shuffled around so that I can start. I think I just finished this ginormous outline. It's the third outline that I've done. I still need 3,225 words for the 100K. So now it's time to decide what outline am I gonna do next? It's my final day of outlining, which is very exciting. I think what I'm gonna do now though is I'm gonna put on a YouTube video. And I am going to finish my Zapdos. My husband's aunt got me this wine for Christmas. It's amazing. Also, we pulled this card for our stream for one of our final sprints, and it just feels so fitting for outlining. So I'm gonna use this as inspiration. He's done. I'm gonna have to update tomorrow. You can see I picked up all my polish. Starting the new year with new polish. All right, good night. Good morning. She's been very cuddly on this first day of the new year. Yeah. Oh, she's taking it easy just like I am. Nothing but constant entertainment in this house. Time for a cappuccino. The poor guts of my hair are spilling out the same way. The yarn ball. Just taking deep breaths. It's so funny seeing the wind work its way through the grass and getting to follow that. Oh, it's very satisfying. I think that means I can do that one. All right, I switched out of my PJs into what can also be my PJs sometimes, but it's fine. Look at this. We're no longer in December. All the way back to January now. Ooh, okay. Lovely. Lovely. I'm gonna actually keep working on this because I'm taking it easy today after the outline-a-thon. So I'm gonna do some journaling, do some crocheting, do the word of the year. Good start to my 2025. Ooh, that feels weird. Feels weird still, yes. That is perhaps the cutest thing I've ever seen. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't run in a while and I can feel it like on my joints and stuff. It's not that bad, but I can feel it. I'm also like already just a touch out of breath. And I'm on like only the third or fourth sprint. So, things I'm gonna have to work on. But that's what this is all about. Whew. Beadwork by Jordy. Coffee by me. I don't know if you can still see the red in my face. Slightly more than normal. I ran it over an hour ago. I finished, so this is why I start in the winter. Time to place those somewhere now. One calendar fix. I'm especially excited to go see Hadestown later this month. Now, oh, goodbye little zebra. Hello to the buffalo of Yellowstone. Oh, fox. All right, and now that I've taken back the other books and done the grocery shopping, it is time to read Part of Your World, in part because it is overdue and people are waiting. How I pick which book I'm going to read. Who's the babiest Buffy in all the land? It's you. I love you.
Thin white smoke. You don't want it to be like billowy. Mm-hmm. And that's also clean smoke too. That's the important part.
I'm sorry, did I stop petting you for 2 seconds? Oh, I like this one. A filling in of gaps in memory by fabrication. I'm gonna paint my nails and talk about this thing that I've been mulling over, like a post-holiday dysfunction. I'm going with Crimson Void, if it focuses, Crimson Void, and I'm gonna do an accent nail of Bitten, because in my head it'll look pretty. Let's find out. It's weird after the holidays, right? And I was talking about this on the Twitch streams, and other people were feeling the same way, but it's like my brain just doesn't want to brain yet. It is not ready, and it's strange because I more or less worked, with the exception of when my brother was in town. I more or less worked the entire holiday season as I was trying to complete the 100K Q4 and my outline-a-thon. So I don't know why, but these first few days of the new year have just been difficult to get into the flow of things again. And I've realized over time that I feel this way about not just post-holidays, but also post-vacations and stuff, where in theory I should be rejuvenated enough to come back and get right into it, but I never actually feel that way. It takes like almost an entire week of ramp-up period before I feel like I'm myself again, quote unquote, in terms of like creative output and productivity. And I know productivity is not the be-all end-all. The past couple of years with various health stuff has definitely taught me that. But it's just strange. It's like my brain is still not warmed up yet. It's like it is trying to get there. The cogs are whirring, but it's just not yet going. I guess my hope is that I'm going to have this epiphany now, and throughout the rest of the year I can understand that it might take me a little bit to build into some of the things after holidays, after big family gatherings, after vacations, like just let myself have that week to ease back into the routine, even though it seems so counterintuitive just because I love my routine so much that you think that I would want to get back to it. And even this week, again, it's not like I actually took that much of a holiday break, and it's not like I was ever off of my routine that much. I was still streaming, I was still working on things in the afternoon, like, and yet I don't know if it's like something in the air or what, but this also is a good lesson because last year I talked about having December as my trial month, and then this year I was like, girl, you gotta wait till January. Let January be the trial month. And despite that, I think next year, this year, I think this year, 2025, I want to have this space between the kind of Christmas holidays and New Year's as genuine time off. Yes. So that's a note to self. I might send myself a reminder just so that next year, you know, I'm not sure if I could do the 100K Q4 and still have that time off, because somehow I manage to always fill the time. You know, if I give myself till January, I'm gonna figure out how to make it take until January. So yes, just all of these little notes to self. We are constantly reevaluating and learning and growing. I made a mistake yesterday, not fully stretching after my run. I am sore. But anyways, I won't make that mistake again today. It's on the goals list, so might as well do it. I'm done. I finished the final outline that I wanted to do that I started during the outline-a-thon earlier this week. And now it is time to go make some sock paneer. You are definitely contributing.
I'm glad to be sitting over here with my warm and Mommy, we're happy you're here. Maybe I'll get a loot.
You'd be happy to share your opinion. All right, go for it, Marco Polo. What do you think?
Well, okay. So, per our discussion, sag paneer at these restaurants was a creamier type of texture, less stalky and leafy than what this was. You know, the basic spices and everything I thought were pretty much, I mean, they were close enough to, they were tasty and good. And so, you know, so anyway, and I also think that with time, the flavors and everything will come together in a way that I think more closely approximates what we've had in the restaurant.
It'll evolve.
And I'm willing to do this, undertake this experiment.
Take the research.
Taste it with time. Yes.
Perfect. Thank you, little Padre. Such a good boy. Yes, sir.
Sauce getting tonight.
Never made buttermilk pancakes before. So fluffy. Okay, so I am reading this book, right? And this is one, it has such crazy, amazing reviews on Goodreads that I think I expected more. Like it is coming along. I'm finally starting to get into it, like 60, 70 pages in. Let me see actually, because the reviews are crazy. Let's see. Yeah, okay, a 4.28 on over 500,000 reviews. 500,000 ratings, 60,000 something reviews. That is insane. That is phenomenal. That is like dream numbers. And I know it was, what was it? Was it nominated? Yeah, nominee for favorite romance 2022. Which one won that year? Emily Henry's Book Lovers. Oh, which is incredible. Anyways, I think this is like, it's bringing up such an interesting point to me that I think I went in with huge expectations for this book, having heard such good things, and I know sometimes you need to give it time, which I have done, and it is getting good. But it's like, I guess I expected more. And this is a problem when you're entering in with like, oh, do I match the book? Almost. I'm like in the middle of these two colors. Anyways, I feel like this is the problem entering in any forms of media. You almost enjoy something more if you had little expectations of it and it blows you out of the water, right? But it only blows you out of the water because those expectations are so small. Make the way, make the way. This is also true for things like, since I just did my outline-a-thon, you know, right now, the expectations I have of these stories that I'm eventually gonna write are really high because I'm still seeing them in my head so perfectly, and it's when I need to get them down on the page that first draft, the expectations, and the second draft really, sometimes even the third, the expectations just like, they're so high because I can still see it so perfectly, but what I actually managed to get down is like nowhere close to that, and it won't be close to that for a while. And it can be a really frustrating part of the like creative process, or even like crocheting something where I think that it's going to be amazing, and then let me show you, which to be fair, this is amazing, but he's so cute, right? Well, I did something a little bit wrong, and so I think I accidentally repeated a row and it made everything a little bit wonky. So he's caked up, you know? He's got, can you see that? He's got some badonk on him, okay? I would call him juicy. He's accidentally juicy. Every single one of these is just, he's just a little juicy. And so this turned out well because it's adorable. But if it was something different, I think I would be like a little bit upset because my expectations were not that I would have fucked this up. And there is something to be said for like happy accidents, very Bob Rossy. I think that's what this turned out to be, but sometimes you want it to be the vision you had in your head. All that to say, I'm starting to like it. I'm starting to see what the really good rating is about. And not everything could be like, sometimes you're just the 3-star amongst the 5 stars, you know, and that's okay. I'm curious to see if that's what this is gonna be for me. Obviously, I don't think I'm gonna finish it this week like I'd hoped, but I am on track. The goal is 26 books for the year. I think I'm on pace. Yes. Oh, also, tell me about a time where your expectations have not met reality, whether that's for something you've created or something that you are reading. I'm wearing my usual sports bra. Oh, it's so windy. But I didn't do it racerback this time. I was like, I'm gonna switch it up. Mistake. Mistake. 1 spread left. We made it to the end. Okay, this is the end of the first week. Again, as defined by Monday. Monday to Sunday, the last little bit of 2024 into 2025, I do want to show you that Elaine gifted me this lovely notebook, and I was inspired by her and by Wallissimo, to take my 52 goals, and I wrote them out. I wrote all of them out again. I also came up with a word of the year. My friend Becca does a word of the year every year and I always think that's so cool. And I picked the word community because I realized that a lot of my goals were like, I want to go to in-person events for my hobbies, or I want to find an IRL reading group, or I want to take a class from the local community. I was like, it was beating me over the head. Community, community, community. So that's my word of the year is community, which I figured out halfway through the week. And I also recorded some things that I was doing inspired by Ace Coffee so that I can review these at the end of the year, which I'm very excited about. So binge watch was Below Deck. The drink that I would like to make, or the drink that I would make, was a guava, champagne, Saint Germain, and lime beverage. My current WIP as of December 31st was the Outline-a-thon. And then my favorite Oracle or Tarot deck is my Green Witch Oracle deck. Anyways, so I don't want to spoil too much. Because I made that sog paneer with my dad, even though personally it was not my favorite recipe that I followed, I still did it and it counts, and that's a +1. That's 1 out of my 52 goals for the year is accomplished. And I also recorded how my first week of Couch to 5K went with when I completed things. So each of the goals has been put out into its own page so that I can track throughout the year. And I'm excited. I'm excited. So I crocheted a thing for me, which is lovely. I made a new recipe. I outlined so many projects, which is phenomenal. And I got back to work on a closet full of cauldrons, which I love too. I do wish, again, that I had like eased myself into it. I kind of let myself have a little bit of a break on January 1st and crocheted during my stream instead of wrote, but it really was a little bit more difficult to get into things when I'd just been pushing. So the fervor of the new year that usually gets me to jump head first, like I just didn't have it. I needed a rest, and there's something nice. Like, I am such a morning person, to be fair, but I love getting up and being the only one, what feels like the only person awake and doing things in the world, like when it's still dark outside. There's something really nice in that. I feel like I'm getting a head start on my day, even though it's just normally when my day starts, but it's that same kind of vibe of January 1st. And so I just feel like I didn't quite have that, but something in the tracking of all of the goals I think it's going to be really nice, and I'm just excited to see what the year holds. So please do comment down below. Let me know if you have a word of the year. Let me know, this is probably going up late, but let me know how the first bit of January has treated you. Let me know how you're doing on any kind of goals or to-do items that you had set for yourself, and let me know if you've read any good books recently, because I want one that is, don't hype it up too much to me, but do recommend it to me. What an interesting conundrum. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you very soon with a new video. Bye!